at the guns, we are going to see pretty much a mirror match. Actually, never mind. Take that back. I think KirbyDog is still going to be the only one running the PM9. He has been running it for a couple, I'd say a good couple of months at this point.
Yeah. Some util dropped early here, I want to point out. Maybe they're saving it for later, but it looks like ZEAL wants to go for a B split here.
Yeah, they're making this push here. Smokes toss, and Parrot's going to be the first one that's going to have to try and fight this push off. Now the reinforcements are going to be there to fight on mid between Better as Loop's going to get that kill. And now the cross is entirely smoked off. Parrot has to fight this alone. Gets one, but immediately gets traded after that. Down to another 3v3. ZEAL has control of the side, but there's going to be the push from Tanky from the side of the flank.
Wow.
And Tanky gets that final kill, as that's going to be the pistol round. Going
Kirby also getting that PM9 kill, showing it's not just a meme gun. He's actually able to get kills with it. Interesting push. I do want to point out, Parrot had a very big role to play there. They only got one kill on that B ramp, that B cross, but that one kill stalls the push from ZEAL and gives the opportunity for Su1ts to all group up together and focus their util onto that cross, focus their gunfire onto that cross, and that's going to give them that first round a strong lead starting out here in this one map series.
Yeah, an early frag from Dinky off that mid push. Now Su1ts gonna smoke off, fight towards the lower ton side. But meanwhile, the other members of ZEAL, they're making this push once to be long. Trying to stall it out a little bit. As not sure if they're gonna spot Parrot that is towards Rocket, but most of this fight is staggering towards mid, and a lot of time is being bought off. I think that's pretty much a minute gone. Parrot finds two from the B long side. Just getting aggressive, just pays off in his favor.
Yeah, slowing down now. This is where it gets stressful for ZEAL. They need to find some sort of recovery in the mid round. But with KirbyDog posted up on scaffold here and two players on both sites, they're looking to probe into mid here to shut down ZEAL entirely.
Oh, it's a flank! It's a flank from KirbyDog! And they just didn't expect it. They didn't hear it. And that's going to be the second round for Su1ts.
Brilliant plays. Really strong push from KirbyDog in the flank there. Getting mid control after a bit of silence from ZEAL. That information is going to be vital in the late round. If you let ZEAL get up catwalk there, they could clear out the two players on B in a 2v2, which means Su1ts would be in a bad position. But KirbyDog takes the risk, pushes forward, and finds both.
Yeah, now they're going to try and push A. They're going to focus it, but you have two of, I'd argue, the best aimers there. As able to find KirbyDog, but Panda's there for the trade. But now Panda has to hold us alone, but Tanky's there on the reinforcement. And Tanky's going to fall to Malicious Panda. He's still holding towards the back site. Eventually goes down. It's just down to a 1v3, and ZEAL get their first round.
Yeah, ZEAL finally breaking through the ice. What a performance. I mean, it was a little bit scary. They let Panda stay alive on that backside for a little bit too long, I think. Maybe a better flash, a better nade, just one better piece of util there could make a big difference. Do keep in mind, though, the new Vortex mine, the new Thermite, they're not in play here. Not one bit. This is all old utility, old restrictions, one frag per player. So everybody's running a lethal and tactical here. Kind of interested to see how that affects this push.
Yeah, and now the push has been staggered. KirbyDog tries to get aggressive, stopped by PZ. 8th Wonder is able to get a kill from on Loop. Tank is going to be pushing up. And it's just a fight between PZ. PZ's going to swing and get the kill. Just down to another 2v2. And Gavin's just alone on the back site.
Wait,
I just don't think they expect better. And that's kill there. Down to another 1v1. 8th Wonder versus PZ. Nate thrown. Doesn't tag anything, and it's Wonder to get the confirmed kill for the 1v1, as that's the third round for Su1ts.
That has to be a round for ZEAL. They shut down the flank. They shut down the player holding long. They get site control, but they get just a little bit too greedy. They try to get that scanner down on the A artifact. They get punished for it. Turns into a 1v1, a situation that you never want to see as a colonist with the scanner on the ground. If you've got that scanner planted, scanning the artifact actively, you can take a 1v1, but oh, what an early nade.
Night Loop and goodbye together as Tanky is just pushing up.
Can't even get the words out. Tanky's just so aggressive.
And now the entire team of ZEAL is just getting stopped. It's just down to another 2v5, all on Wakisha and PZ to just decide. Maybe get the second round.
PZ.
He's gonna push up, gets one, but
only
unfortunately
one.
unable to get the second. Just down to another 1v4. Wakisha all has to do it on their own.
They do have the AK-12 here. They do have a bit more range, but oh,
Ooh,
Kirby dog.
That's the M2 right there. That's that M2 slug.
Round starting.
Or M2 rifle. I don't know. That thing beats.
Dude, remember when the M2 first came out? It had that damage fall off bug, and people were just
It had none. It acted like it's like the equivalent of like OG Fortnite.
It was skeet shooting. It was literally skeet shooting. I don't know. I kind of wouldn't mind skeet shooting in Vail.
I mean,
new mode for the Citadel. Anyone?
New Citadel mode. Hey, if that happens in Citadel.
Yeah, Tanky finally getting shut down in mid though. ZEAL should be winning this round. It's a bit slower, but we'll see if there can be a difference here.
And Luku gets the kill onto Kirby Dog before getting flashed. Just down to one there, and Malicious Panda.
Oh, let's see what
fight on
can
Catwalk.
do.
And Wonder gets two and still gets away, but the site has been taken by the side of ZEAL. If that plant is going to go off, Better has to do something, unable to do it, just down to Malicious Panda in a 1v3 scenario. And it's just, and the only utility for Panda is that smoke grenade. Pushed through, but Long is being washed by Gever.
Gever's tucked in close here. This is a strong spot. He pre-fires a little bit too early. That could have been such a strong position, and Panda now has a way back into this round.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a fight towards site. Wakisha on the site as well as PZ, but now the time is starting to dwindle. There's so much time.
3 seconds.
And now Malicious Panda is going to get into a 1v1.
Oh!
But the gap between the smoke takes down Panda.
PZ's 1 HP there. I think if Panda pushes up just 2 seconds earlier, he might get that kill on Gever sooner and be able to clutch that round, considering how low PZ was at the end there. What a close round. And I mean, ZEAL is making this competitive. The scoreline doesn't look like it very much. It's 4-2, but ZEAL is making this competitive. These are close rounds. And it's not just all one strategy. Sometimes they're doing rushes, sometimes they're doing splits, but it looks like this round, they're resorting back to the trusty old A, the first round that they were able to get.
And resorting to the classic bread and butter. Kirby Dog, unfortunately, is going to rip that bread apart. As he does get two, Paris able to take down Loop from the side of mid. And just push. Now Kirby Dog is still going to be pushing up and it's still going through. And Panda gets that final kill to make it the 5th.
What is that peek from Kirby Dog? He's got the onward swing. He's doing the Oaks peek where he tilts his gun 90 degrees to the left. What a wild peek from him on the window into A long. Especially with a gun like that as well. Running the AK-12 close range, he's making it work. Usually you see that on the B site for that long peek towards the pipes all the way into spawn, but looks like he's making it work on the other side of the map. We'll see what Tanky can do up mid here again, once again. Aggressive as usual.
Pushing up mid, but I think once Parrot or Feder appears to push on B, King's going to make this push, but look on the side of ZEAL. They're committing. They're going to commit to this. They're going to try and throw smokes. Parrot's able to shut down Luke with a frag grenade, but that grenade there towards sight, unfortunately, doesn't get there in time. Parrot finds one, but unfortunately gets traded out by Gever. They're able to make this push. Feder behind the sandbags, waiting to make this call to peek and taking from the flank. Is going to put some pressure.
Kirby's on the ladder.
Kirby Dog
Pay attention.
on the ladder. Nate there as well. Kirby's able to find two. Nick Gever can't do anything on the site.
Again, making the AK-12 work at point blank range. What an insane play, especially playing the ladder like that. Usually you're going to want to use your pistol, a higher fire rate weapon on that ladder peak because of how fast you're going up and down. But I mean, Kirby Dog's just proving his worth here. Taking a look at the scoreboard, he is the first to double digits in the server. 10 and 3, more than a 3.0 KD going in here.
And now a push from Su1ts. They are going to try and commit towards this B site. Now I think the rotations are going to start to come in from the side of ZEAL. Nade thrown and smoke's going to be tossed. That is going to end up a little bit short. There is going to be a gap in that smoke, but they are still committing to this
already crossed. Tanky's already there.
Already up. They have sight. Tanky towards this back site. And now there is no defenders. They have a player on catwalk, but it's not going to be enough. Tanky extending their way. It is going to be a trade, and it's now down to a 2v4. Now it's just down to Tunic all the way in the catwalk side.
He's smoked off too.
Looks away and just doesn't check. And that is a deal with the smoke. A nice throw from Panda.
This is scary.
Not enough power for the side of team to get this done. A smoke grenade toss, trying to deny some of the vision. Trying to shoot through the smoke.
It's
does
winnable.
Take down Federer. Panda gets aggressive, but it's going to be the knife kill to confirm it.
Oh, salt in the wound from Su1ts. They've got blood all over their gloves. And man, 7-2. We were just at 4-2 a few minutes ago. What happened to ZEAL? Made a side swap, but man, they are not having a good start here. And keep in mind that this is just round 1 of the double elimination bracket. If ZEAL does get knocked here, they do still have a second chance, but that's not how you want to start your Crest League run. Let's see, Loop playing the B side alone. I'm curious to see if he can succeed here. Looks like not.
Loop just shuts down the push. Catwalk. And now Tanky up cat takes down Tunic as well. Site is completely open. Denver has to get there first. Has to pay attention. Catwalk cannot take control of it. And it's just down to Akisha that cannot do anything.
A flawless round.
Is map point for Su1ts.
A flawless round from Su1ts. Tanky just forcing his way up Catwalk. Not giving a crap about any players in his way. Beating the timing up the ladder as well. Absolutely insane. I mean, not to say that was the fault of ZEAL for not getting up to the B site fast enough, not getting up on that ladder fast enough, but Tanky, just a speed demon on Cat there. Now another player at double digits. It is him going 10-5, and we'll see if this is ZEAL's final defense or if the castle can stand strong here. Su1ts going for one more push.
The last battle. Perry and Taker are able to get down 2, but P6 is still able to keep their own. But look at the positioning from the side of ZEAL. They're away from sight, and it's just down to a 1v2. The long distance fight, Loop wins it, but it's just down to the most important 1v1 here for Loop.
Keeping ZEAL alive.
In the upper bracket.
Keeping ZEAL alive. They both have grenades here. It could make a big difference.
It's the jump. The nades will be primed. The flash goes through. But with the missed nades. And Malicious Panda on that team to win the gunfight. The pre-fire is going through. They're both there to stand still. It's a trade. And Su1ts moves on.
9-2. What a performance. An absolute knockout blow. A KO from Su1ts. And that is business served to ZEAL. What a performance. 14 kills from Kirby Dog. 11 from Tanky. 10 from Parrot. Absolutely insane. What a game. I don't even know what to think about that. That was an insane 1v1. What a way to end it. Let's take a look at this scoreboard one more time before we wrap up this game. Wow. What went wrong for ZEAL? I couldn't even start to tell you. I mean, they had some really great coordination.
What part do you want to talk about?
Okay, I want to point out ZEAL's coordination. They had some really good 5-man pushes, right? They got their first round doing a 5-man push on A, just committing into the gunfights. It was a little bit messy. They failed to clear out backside early on, but they still got the round. Su1ts, on the other hand, I mean, I think you said it right. Their firepower was absolutely insane. I expected ZEAL